has to say.
Hi, I'm Bruce Springsteen. Friends, fans, and the press have asked me who I'm supporting in this most important of elections. And with full knowledge that my opinion is no more or less important than those of any of my fellow citizens, here's my answer. I'm supporting Kamala Harris for president and Tim Walz for vice president, and opposing Donald Trump and J.D. Vance. Here's why. We are shortly coming upon one of the most consequential elections in our nation's history. Perhaps not since the Civil War has this great country felt as politically, spiritually, and emotionally divided as it does then at this moment. It doesn't have to be this way. The common values, the shared stories that make us a great and united nation are waiting to be rediscovered and retold once again. Now that will take time, hard work, intelligence, faith, and women and men with the national good guiding their hearts. America is the most powerful nation on earth, not just because of her overwhelming military strength or economic power, but because of what she stands for, what she means, what she believes in. Freedom, social justice, equal opportunity, the right to be in love who you want. These are the things that make America great. Donald Trump is the most dangerous candidate for president in my lifetime. His disdain for the sanctity of our Constitution, the sanctity of democracy, the sanctity of the rule of law, and the sanctity of the peaceful transfer of power should disqualify him from the office of president ever again. He doesn't understand the meaning of this country, its history, or what it means to be deeply American. On the other hand, Kamala Harris and Tim Walz are committed to a vision of this country that respects and includes everyone, regardless of class, religion, race, your political point of view, or sexual identity. And they want to grow our economy in a way that benefits all, not just a few like me on top. That's the vision of America I've been consistently writing about for 55 years. Now, everybody sees things different, and I respect your choice as a fellow citizen. But like you, I've only got one vote, and it's one of the most precious possessions that I have. That's why, come November 5th, I'll be casting my vote for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. Thanks for listening.
Amazing. Amazing. Yeah, it's funny that Bruce says he's just one person and he's no more important than anyone else. That's being modest, Bruce. Bruce has the ear of millions of people, and you know, what does Donald Trump say? Now he's not a Bruce Springsteen fan, and he says that he has bigger crowd sizes than Bruce Springsteen, which is just hilarious because if anyone has seen these Trump rallies, we all know that Trump's crowd sizes are diminishing, getting smaller and smaller. He's not even able to fill auditoriums at some places. But that's, what happens when you go and you attack the Capitol, when you go and try to, overthrow a democracy. I loved what, Springsteen talked about there, how Kamala is going to work for everyone, no matter your ethnicity, who you love, your gender. That's the way. That's the way that this country works its best, is when everyone is free to be who they want to be. And as soon as you start putting guardrails on people, and especially when it comes from like outdated religious beliefs, like the Christian right, like the alt right, like the white nationalists, who are pretty much like the only ones I think left supporting Donald Trump at this point. Um, you don't your country's not going to run efficiently. It's not going to be a smooth uh, experiment like we want it to be, which is, it's also hysterical that these Republicans, they claim to be like the party of like free markets, and they're like the they're the party who understands business. When any business leader will tell you, um, putting restrictions on people, like unnecessary restrictions, is going to hurt like profits. It's going to hurt your product. Um, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. And Bruce, has a special appreciation for this, being a musician, being an artist who, you know, something like that. Music is so pure, um, and above every, you know, division in our country. Going back to Donald Trump, right? Like trying to put wedges in our country, using Helene, right? Like this storm as a political wedge. Um, Music and musicians are above all of that. And so when you have people like Bruce, or like Taylor Swift, who know that, Donald Trump is going to come for him because he's talking like this, right? He's going to come out and he's going to try to attack him. And Bruce Springsteen, I mean, I think he's so amazing and people love him that I doubt he sells out every concert venue that he attends. Taylor Swift is the same way. So I doubt it'll hurt their pocketbook. But for musicians who are so pure, um, the last thing they want to do is get into the weeds, get into like the political weeds. And so it means a lot that Bruce and Taylor Swift are going to such great lengths, um, to support Kamala Harris. But it's also going back to Liz Cheney, right? And who Donald Trump is and who we are as Americans. When we see a threat to us or our neighbors or our fellow countrymen, like, we band together and we take action. And that's what makes us great. And that's what's always going to make us great. So I'm going to end there. Thank you, thank you, thank you for tuning in. Um, Again, Old Soul, thank you so much for the gifted memberships. Stephanie, thanks for coming in and moderating. Members, good to see you. Good to see you. Um, let's see, where are we here in the chat? I think we're a little behind, but let's see, catch up while it updates. Cool cars with cloud. I hope next time Kamala comes into your city, I hope you can make it down there. Oh. Cool. Cool, cool. Okay. Chat is it's still loading. So I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone. And I will see you in the next